Sephora has just celebrated making $10 billion in sales by gifting their employees a cookie. Not, you know, by a bit of a pay rise or extra gratis for that month, or hell, even taking some of the testers off of the floor so that the employees aren't tirelessly cleaning up after drunk elephant obsessed 10-year-olds. Here's a dry ass cookie from the catering pack the CEO got last week. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. It doesn't matter if you're bayfulous or how you feel about Valentine's Day, we can all agree some things are just better together. Like coffee and sugar, Dave Grohl and a set of drums, but especially Bauhaus in my Raycon everyday earbuds. Whenever I get a creative spike at midnight to do some snipping and stitching, the Raycons go in whilst boy Harsha encourages me to stitch these clothes up together. I recently just finished a corn dress doing just that. Like any serious long-term love, your Raycons are here for a good and long time. With 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. Most importantly, must I add, you get the sickest audio quality at half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycon everyday earbuds are so used to getting all the praise. The thousands of 5-star reviews don't play. I'm always up here in my creative room, which means when my baby is in bed, I can't really play music all that loud. That's when my Raycon everyday earbuds come into play. I absolutely love the noise isolation as it provides me full focus while I'm snipping and stitching away. That's really what makes these an everyday necessity for me. Click the link down in the description box below or go to buyraycon.com/drama15 and use my code drama15 at checkout for 15% off your Raycons. Free shipping too. That's a hell yeah from me, babe. Thank you once again to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna go get back to listening. Bye. Sephora employees have been put through the ringer this past year, but what is there really to show for it? A cookie? Hours being cut in half? And to really sprinkle some salt on that painful wound, demoting a large amount of employees to a position that basically says, yeah, let's strip you of all your benefits. And if you want to quit Sephora, well, unemployment wages are out of the court. Furthermore, we really need to be taking a good look at what we're dealing with when it comes to these Sephora employees getting taken advantage of, mistreated by customers, and overall having a war zone of a workplace. A trio of teenage girls were captured in a TikTok playing around with some makeup at a local Sephora. But it was so much more than that. These teens were running around Sephora making animal noises with blackface that they put on with the Sephora testers.
Yeah.
No, I walked over here and you're about to
Like,
take a picture.
this lady has no shame.
You want to document this? Go ahead. This is
Like,
disruptive
literally.
for its jobs, college acceptances, let alone how incredibly effective this is.
This is so wild.
It's not a face I'm so sorry.
This is
to
so
everyone
shameful. This is so shameful. Like,
We don't.
This is not only a prime example of how stupid these teenagers are, and which, by the way, I hope are feeling the cold hard wrath of consequences that they rightfully deserve, I tell you what. And it's just unfortunate because it's probably not going to happen for these little entitled given the fact the mum was acting really entitled and trying to brush off the entire situation like, are you crazy? You It is disgusting that customers had to bear witness to this disgusting situation. And furthermore, these Sephora employees aren't even paid enough to deal with offensive bullshit like this. Because trying to get entitled wits kicked out of a Sephora is a task within itself. On top of that, if these Sephora employees don't deal with this matter in the correct way, their job is potentially being put on the line. But an actual Sephora employee who has to deal with the fact that they could be left without a job if they were to let their personal discretions get in the way, which how could you not? I hate these kinds of Sephora parents with a burning passion. There is a huge problem with people coming into Sephora to open up new boxes of makeup just to test, not to buy whatsoever.
I'm gonna try your lip liner suggestions for my last video, okay? This, I don't know how I'm gonna do this right now. Okay, this is Makeup Forever. Endless Cacao. That's cool tone. Anastasia's out of the cool brown. Lovely. This is MAC Chestnut. That's not bad. This is MAC Chestnut. We're gonna be starting with the water bomb. Ooh, this is all we can get. Are they scented or is that? Oh, my face is burning. Okay, it's a plumping serum. Of course it is.
Why am I getting involved in this? Look, they're watching you. I'm killing you. I'm gonna get over your anxiety.
This is extremely irresponsible on the customer, as they have no understanding what this means for the employee that works at this Sephora. This is something that messes up local inventory, which entirely affects the livelihood of these Sephora employees. What is wrong with people? The opened makeup is now unable to be sold. It's against policy for employees to take the makeup home, so it gets thrown away. It then causes the store location's employees to be barred from bonuses just purely based on the amount of theft and damages to makeup that are having to be thrown out. These big companies just say, hey, why do these guys who aren't doing their jobs correctly deserve this exactly? And that alone is heartbreaking. If you cannot find a tester on the floor, ask an employee. That is what they are there for and are paid to do. However, you are not entitled to open and test an unopened item. We've spoken a lot about the Sephora kids, but the damage they're doing to the products at Sephora are no joke.
Dear younger kids and teens, can you please stop doing this to the testers inside of Ulta's and Sephora's? It is absolutely barbaric. It's disgusting. It's so rude. It's so disrespectful. Like, literally, who raised you guys like this? I am appalled.
This teenager came in and destroyed our store. Look, she poked with each bronzer. We gotta clean it. We have to clean all of this up. Look at this. She squeezed all of the primers out. Scratch the powders out like this.
When people are complaining about their local Sephoras being pigsties and just being so utterly disgusting, they never take into an account that there are a million things one Sephora employee has to tackle in a day. Stopping a racist incident, telling an entitled customer that no, they can't open a 5th box of lipstick, cleaning up the drunk elephant area so customers aren't turned away and they aren't further losing sales.
Guys, come on. Is anybody teaching their children manners anymore? This is not a tester, so we can't sell this now. Sephora employees are not your babysitters. And obviously went to go check out Drunk Elephant like I do every single day. This was disgusting, and this stuff hardens, and when it does, it's impossible to get off. Of course, all the pieces to the testers are everywhere. It's a mess, and now they're hitting other brands too because we're putting away our Drunk Elephant testers.
Replacing a tester every time a 10-year-old even breathes its way because somehow parents just don't know how to parent anymore and they leave it up to the Sephora employees. Genuinely, what is the point of keeping testers, let alone stock, on the floor if it's just going to be left like this every 10 minutes? The only reason Sephora has managed to record a $10 billion profit margin is not only because they've been really leaning into enticing kids to buy makeup and skincare, but because their employees showed up, went above and beyond every single damn time. And the way they're getting rewarded is by being thrown a cookie like they are dogs and are having to deal with being demoted with the flex positions. This position cuts down their hours in half, but you'll also lose gratis every month, which is essentially receiving products every month. This is such a sad situation for Sephora employees who are being demoted to these positions and are on the hunt for a new job, all while the company just gets to swim in money glory. As cringe as it sounds, and I know everyone hates hearing it, we live in a capitalist society, and these are the consequences to just that. If Sephora actually genuinely gave a fuck about their employees, they wouldn't be handing them a stale cookie that not even grandma would want to eat. So shout out to the Sephora employees. While I may not shop there, just know I see you. I see you and I hear you and I feel you. I got you. All right. So with all that being said, everybody, do I happen to have a Sephora employee in the audience? I would like to bring the mic to you, and I want you to sound off below, babe. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, love your fucking selves.